with the very super talented Emanuella and our uncle, Mark Angel. Emanuella, thank you so much for obliging us and welcome to Punch Live interview session. How have you been?
Fine.
At first, I think congratulations are in order to you, Emanuela, over the lovely feat at which you achieved. Over the weekend, we saw a post where you stated that you built a house for your mother. From us here at Punch, we say big congratulations to you. How did you feel? How did you feel? I mean, presenting that gift. How did you feel presenting that gift to your mother, knowing fully well that it has been in your mind, on your mind for years now?
He said, how did you feel presenting the house to Monty?
Okay.
How did you feel when you were presenting it?
I feel so happy because that's what my mom really wants. And she really deserved more. So she really deserved a estate, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good. And if I do that kind of house for her, she'll be like, Emmanuel, this has to be this way. And she's very religious. So I just stick with the one she wants and the one she really wants. So she deserves a big house because for all the prayers that put into through, she's really great.
Is it because she's really religious? That's why you put at the end of that post that, don't worry, Mom, we are not going to go to hell.
Yes.
So let's talk about how it has been. Archangel, this is to you. Let me just clear the air. I mean, as much as a lot of people, this is for you, Archangel. In as much as a lot of people actually congratulated you, I mean, someone posted, I think it was Kemi Oluloyo that posted that Archangel should come out and state the source of the wealth at which Emanuela used to build the house. I mean, did you see the post?
I saw it, but I saw somebody sent me that thing, but I just dismissed it. I just thought it's not something I'm supposed to.
When you said, how did you feel about Stan? How did you feel about such a post, and would you like to elaborate? Because yes, we know Emanuela is a brand ambassador to numerous big brands, but would you still like to, I mean, for kids out there that are dreaming as big as Emanuela has gotten to, would you like to at least help them and their management to know how you're able to achieve this feat?
Okay, if it's to answer that thing, I would not. But because we are here now, it's not. I don't usually reply to certain things because I try to live a very simple life. Nobody. I don't have any issue with anybody. So when I saw it, I just laughed. I called the Manuela's manager and asked him if that was what it was, because he had been calling me and telling me that something he wanted to say. I said, is that what you want to talk to me about? But I heard somebody else said something. And he said, yeah. I said, come on, Mona knows me, but Mona just carry me sick more from my phone. But here's the thing, right? That post said I should elaborate how Emanuela built a house for her mother. Emanuela, as we know, is an actor in the Mark Angel Entertainment Group, and for being an actor, she earns. I mean, her parents earn money for. She's a child artist, and there is a procedure for child artist compensation, and you follow it. And to an extent, she has. She's not just a baby. She's a kid. She's a minor, but she's not just a baby. At least she gets sense. She will tell you, say, I beg money, I beg money. Daddy, you, mommy, and then my savings. So she. And Emanuela, you remember? I think Emanuela even remembers how this all happened. You remember the first time, you know? I think it's even better for Emanuela to even explain that thing. Emanuela earns money. She earns money, so she has, you know, she has money to build whatever she wants to build. She can afford it. if our management can afford it, they build whatever they want to build. So it's not like she woke up one morning and then you say.
Oh, lovely. Then some other people were online saying that, Emanuella, why is it that just mom see? How about your dad?
Say, how about your dad?
Okay. Let me tell you this story. I wanted to buy another car for my dad.
Okay.
Then Uncle Makina told me to save more money and build the house that I promised my mom. So I talked to my manager to help me find the builder, and they drew the house and everything, and they featured furniture. And then see the house now. Is it not fine? And my mom likes it. At least you must say I will go.
No, but they were saying, why did you just build it for your mom? That what about your dad? That why did you say it's for your parents, or are you going to do something for your dad? People go always talk, but I mean, when you saw things like that, well, what would you want to say?
I think.
As it's for my mom, it's from everybody.
I mean, it is for our mom.
It's for my mom.
Our mom is married to her dad, so
yes. Is she going to be part for her? We are living together.
So let's take it from the beginning. Mark-Angel, what did you see in Emanuella? Did you even know that the brand Emanuella will become this big? What did you see in her?
I saw talent. Yes, I saw talent. I saw a kid with a good heart. I saw a kid in touch with the world and somebody that believed in herself and believed in humanity. Emanuella, you see here, believes in people so much that even when you do something wrongly, she believes that it's going to get better tomorrow. When you're not able to achieve something and she's involved, she believes that let's just do it like this. Tomorrow we're going to find another way to. For a kid, it's amazing. I don't know the English to use. It's attractive. And she stands out every time.
And as for you, Emanuella, when your uncle, let's first even clear something. Online, some people are saying Emanuella is your cousin. So there are so many. Who is Emanuella to you, Mark-Angel?
There are a lot of things, right? She's a lot of things to me. She's a distant cousin. She's a friend. She's my daughter. Emanuella is the closest kid to me.
And Emanuella, when she is smiling. So when Mark came to approach you with this idea, and I mean when you did your first skit, how was the whole process to you? Because it was new to you. How were you able to pull it off? What went through your mind all that time? And did you ever believe you were going to become a household name today?
Everything is God do. I never expected it. Everything is God's grace. When God wants to use you, He will use you at the right time. So don't believe it.
And one of the skits that brought you out was that skit that you said, "This is not my real face." I mean, can you, thinking back, just share the process with me. We're trying to understand how it was.
Okay, no, that skit was like the third, was it the third? About the fifth skit. Fifth. It was the fifth skit. That was her fifth skit. We first started with one skit like that. Women's to meet you. Yeah. That was the first time you had it on camera, and we did that skit. It took us about 12 hours to achieve a 1 minute and 20 something second skit. It took about from morning till night, and then. But then she learned. I realized she started learning, and when she didn't know that she was still a kid, so she didn't know that it would take processes to be able to get shots. So when you tell her do this and tell her do it again, she'll be like, "Why? I have done it before," But I saw that the second time she was not asking such questions. She would do it and ask me, "Should I do it again? Or should I turn like this? Or should I?" So she was learning the filmmaking process. Then the particular skit that got her out. You know that when you're making skit and nobody's seeing it, it feels somehow because nobody's seeing your skit. Nobody's seeing your skit. They're just passing through until maybe when somebody tells you, I saw one skit you made. It makes you feel happy. I say, oh, you saw it. Oh my God, you saw it. And before she made this is not my real face skit, she was making skit and nobody was saying it. And the good thing is that it was fun for us. Every time we get on set, it's fun. It's fun to get there. It's fun to make jokes with the crew. It's fun to play around and all. Then that day, I think it was just one of the skits. The This Is Not My Real Face skit was just one of the skits. And you notice, if you investigate, you notice that we did not even upload that skit on YouTube because it was just one of those skits that we make for fun, for going. We were trying to grow. I was trying to grow a brand. She and the other kids. It was like an academy for them because they come to the house, they make skits. I teach people how to use the camera and all, and so they were enjoying it. We made that skit that day, and it was just me. In fact, it was even me that had the camera and everything. So it was just casual. And then before we knew it, people were on the road. People were saying, "This is not my real face. Where's that girl?" I said, "This is not my real face." And I was like, "How?" Then I started getting WhatsApp messages from outside the country, far. It's not like we used to get, but this time it was even Chinese people that were, writing and saying, "This is not my real face at all." And then Obama's daughter now posted the video and said, "Who is this kid?" And that was like a funny moment. And I was like, "Wow, Obama's daughter was there." So that was how the Emanuella brand now got visible.
Now, both of you have come a long way since you started in this industry. But let's discuss about life for Emanuella as a child star in Nigerian entertainment industry. How has life been for you, Emanuella? And Mark, so you could also chip in. But Emanuella, I'd like to know, how has life been for you in this industry as a star? I mean, you go to school. How have you been able to combine it with school and the likes?
How has life been with you? How has it been
as a child celebrity?
Life is good. Life is sweet. and I enjoy being a comedian. I enjoy it very well.
At what stage in your life did you discover that you're a very funny person? Like, at what stage did you discover that you're funny, that you could make people laugh?
At what stage did you discover you could make people laugh? I have not discovered it.
No, I have not.
At what stage? When was there any time like you realized, oh, I can make people laugh?
It's only when people come up to me and be like, "Hey, I see your comedy. This is not my replace." I'm like, wow.
But Emanuella, in most of your skits, you play like a mischievous child. You always get yourself into trouble. I mean, and looking at how close you are with your mom and the like. So this in real life, yeah, like that, like you're mischievous, you get into trouble a lot at home.
In real life. Can you hear us?
I can hear you clearly. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so she is asking, people think you're mysterious and stubborn and all because of the way you act on comedy. Is that your real life?
I'm normal. Everybody is normal. Everybody is normal.
Like, is that the way you behave in real life? Like putting yourself into trouble, putting people into trouble?
No.
Okay.
It's comedy.
It's comedy. So it's act. It's all act. She's an actor. So she's an actor. She interprets scripts, the character that she's playing. She's representing the typical African child that grew up in our locality, you know. So we use whatever is going on in the place we live to interpret characters.
And how has she been able? Because I mean, she still travels from countries to countries, cities to cities. You understand, Mark? How have you been able to help her balance it with her education? Because we both know education is really key.
Okay. Are you asking me or you're asking her?
I'm asking you. Yes. I'm asking you, Mark. How have you been able to help her to balance? I mean, acting, stardom, education, and also being a child.
Here's the thing. I've gotten a lot of questions from people that are not close. I don't know how this works. They always asking, is this girl going to school? What's wrong? Why is she always acting comedy? Meaning that she's messing with her school and all. And what we have done here is for all the kids that are involved here, what we've done for them is to get extramural lessons for them, and we try not to ever make the act or the acting interfere with their education, So it's all planning. It's all planning. We like to plan ahead. If we have some brands, sometimes some brands will say that we are not reachable, that it's hard and all. It's not because it's not like it's hard. It's just that these are kids, and it's not when you want them, just you just wake up one morning and say, okay, these kids should do this. No, we have to plan ahead. That's why we always tell them, fall ahead if there's something, and if they are involved if there's school, they're involved in their school activity, they're involved in, it can't go. And that's the reason why you notice that they don't usually go for events, like you would think they should because of school. So we schedule them, we make sure they are scheduled. Their managers schedule them.
Now then, thanks to social media, she became popular due to social media. But when it comes to social media, there's a certain age limit at which a child cannot handle social media accounts. How have she been able to handle her social media accounts? Then how has she not been able to how have you done it that she has not been exposed to devices in the entertainment world, in the social media world and the likes?
Okay, like I am a parent, and the way I handle the actors is the way I handle my own kids. It's simple. You just make sure that you monitor what they are seeing, even apart from social media, what they watch on TV could even affect how they behave outside, And then I'm a very traditional person. Like I am that parent that will tell you that your TV time is 2 hours a day or 2 hours during the weekend, and you have to stick to. And it has helped to groom the children. I'm that parent. I'm that parent. That will tell you that when you wake up in the morning, you have to go around and pick everybody, or stay alive and are going up. So before they even open their phones to say they want to post a picture, they have to show their manager what that picture is about. And the manager has to, for example, I made a rule that no picture of them would, go out without their manager. If I'm not around, their manager can approve it. But say they just go and say, this picture is fine, let me post it. No, they cannot post any picture on social media.
Then I mean, I need to ask this. Does she get preferential treatment in school? I needed to.
Did you get a special treatment in school? Like, did they treat you specially because you're Emanuella?
No.
See, the truth is this. She even gets, it's a disadvantage for her because for her being Emanuella, and with the instruction that their schools are giving, they get strict disciplinary measures.
Okay.
Again, especially so that they don't, like their schools know that if you don't handle these children well, people might start saying, Emanuela, and start glorifying them, and they will do. So for them, they are just regular kids in school. Once you pass that gate, what's that thing they used to tell you? It's good that when you pass gate, carry your and drop your Emanuela outside. If you enter, as you enter here, you're not on Emanuela again. That's the way they are treated in school.
Now, you've traveled far and wide. I mean, what are some of the memories this fame has brought to you? Some things you mentioned that, I mean, you were really happy when Obama's daughter reposted one of your skits. Aside that, what are some of those fun memories that, I mean, what kind of doors have this profession opened for both of you?
Well, it's the very interesting thing, right? I didn't know that fame could change certain things. You know, sometimes you travel to a country, you don't stand in the line. You go to the diplomatic line and pass through the diplomatic line. Sometimes you don't even have to go through the process of filling forms and all. You just go from most times you just go from the back, give our passport out to the immigration people. They'll fill it, come back to our car, give us, and then we'll move. And you get to meet prime ministers, you get to meet mayors and sit down with them, and it's amazing. It's amazing how just through social media, we've been able to change lives. People walk to you, they tell you, look, I have this gift for you. Why? Look, I was having, we had a case of cancer sometime, and the woman had cancer, and then when we got to her country, she came to the airport to meet the kids and say she was on the bed to die. It was laughter that helped her, gave her hope, and that she's alive now, and she's managing her life very well. If you look at her, you don't even know that she had cancer, but she was her daughter said she was bedridden, that she was watching comedy, and then that was how she got hope again and got up from that day. Yes, and then there was another, there's another one that the husband and wife wanted to separate. The family wanted to break, but they kept, one thing they had in common was the skit, the Mackenzie comedy skit they were watching. So it was the skit that brought us together again. They sat down together, and then they now realized, look, we have this in common. We want to laugh. What are we even separating? If we can put smiles on our face like this, and ever since then they have this culture that they must wake up in the morning and watch Mackenzie comedy in the morning before going anywhere together. And when you hear these stories like this, you just know that God has started something that He wants to do to bless the world. That's what has kept us going. No matter the situation, no matter the challenges we have, we just know that we have to do this because it's a calling for the kingdom of God.
What is the biggest challenge that your company has faced since you started this comedy skit?
Biggest challenge. We face daily challenge, writing, coming up with skits, making sure that the skit fits the audience, and then that the time runs too fast while you're doing that situation. Things are happening. You want to make sure today you might make a skit and the skit is addressing politics, and tomorrow you want to post it and that is not what's on board. People are talking about something else. They're talking about Davido and whiskey. They're talking about something else. So you just see that your skill has become obsolete. It will not catch the moment. It's a big challenge. So we have to make sure that we're shooting every week, like every week, every weekend. We have to shoot so that we shoot what is there. Don't shoot like the normal professional thing that you're supposed to shoot and keep and post and post and post. No, but now you have to shoot that for the moment. You know, that it's a challenge. Apart from that, the other challenges are just the normal challenges that every people faces.
Now, I'm sure you have heard and you're aware of the fact that some lawmakers are looking at regulating social media. You are somebody that has gained a lot from the social media. What do you think about?
I can't hear you. We didn't hear that.
Okay.
We didn't hear that. We didn't hear that one. The thing was being wrong.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes.
Now, you won't deny the fact that social media has really been a blessing to you.
Mm.
But some lawmakers feel that social media should be regulated. What do you feel about that?
Well, I would think that just like we all know, most of the people that our lawmakers are not supposed to even be there. So I don't think there's anything to answer them. Most of them are not supposed to be there. So when clueless people are on leadership, these are things that you get. Like this is social media that's our problem in this country. Why not fix the main problem before we even start talking about it? Somebody wants to take my job from me. Imagine regulating, you don't know what come up, and you're taking to social media, and now I'm self-employed, making content, and you want to tell them that they have to restrict what they're doing on social media, and yet there are no jobs. So what do you want us to do? We should go and kill ourselves. I don't want to talk about that. And I believe that anybody that even tries it, it's God that will knock on his door and answer him. God will just knock on that person's door and answer him.
Emanuella, we've seen some child stars that in Nigeria that just went on when they grew up to do something else. Is this something Emanuella wants to do for life, or maybe when she grows up, there's another profession she holds dear to her heart?
Is there something that you want to do when you grow up? Emanuella says she wants to be an actor.
Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I was asking.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes, I was asking.
Answer. Answer.
I want to be an actress.
Oh, lovely. So you're in the right path.
I want to be making horror movies. I want to feature in horror movies. I want to feature in action movies. I just want to see that.
Why horror movies?
Because I enjoy watching horror movies.
And you don't get scared?
No. Because they're not real.
How can an actor get scared in a movie?
A movie that is acting.
Then Mark, I read online where you initially went into Obafemi Awolowo University to study medicine, but I don't understand. Did you quit? What happened?
I quit. Yeah, I quit.
What happened? Why did you quit?
I know the normal thing, and then medicine was not my thing, and I was able to crack while I was in school. I started also to crack, and then at the time I had somebody that was helping to pay school fee and pay all the other thing, and then we lost him. I knew it was going to be very, very difficult, so I needed to face life. I needed to face practicality of life. instead of giving myself hope and going to suffer for nothing. And then at the end of the day, I might not even graduate. So I left for Lagos.
So far, Mark, with everything that is going on now, what do you project in the next 5 years? Will you still continue doing skits, or what exactly is your long-term plan?
Okay. For the long term, like next year, we plan to make a movie this year and Corona stops it. Next year, we're going to come up with a movie and, be able to fulfill the children's dreams because they all want to be in big movies and trying to make sure that whatever their dreams are, we help them achieve those dreams. And then Emanuella is going to go from making movies to featuring in, movies, and to be able to reach out to age group. And I think that's just the plan. The plan is just to go into content production, preach whatever we can preach, however we can reach our people, to be able to reach out, we sell Africa, we can as much as possible. And when the new direction comes, we follow up and follow suit.
Sorry, this just popped up my mind. Mark, initially when you wanted to start featuring Emanuella as your actress, was it difficult convincing her parents, especially her mom, for her to join your stable?
Yeah, it was it was difficult. It was difficult. I had to make them. I had to have sections with them several times. Say, look. See, this child, and her parents are very, very religious, like very religious. When you bring Mala used to say something when you have what that is saying about deeper life.
Okay. You know how deeper life is now? Yeah. Times 4. That's my mom. Times 4 of deeper life.
So you used to say, my mom is times 4 of deeper life. If you wear a wedding ring, you go to hell. If you feature in a movie, you go to hell. If you wear good clothes, you go to hell. If you barb your hair in barb any style, you go to hell.
If you build mansion,
you go to hell. If you buy a flashy car,
you go to hell. That's why I just build a small house.
But did you need to make some promises? Did you need to make some promises, some assurance to our parents that, okay, I promise to do this and this, I promise you won't do this and this? Or did you make some promises and assurance before they agreed?
No. What I assured them is that their kid is not going to be exposed, to immorality. Because they thought that anything they see on TV is immoral, with what's going on, with the kind of content that some people are creating, they did not understand that. Okay, I said, okay, look, this is family. Like, okay, go through the things that I've been doing. Watch the things that I've done, with my team. There is nothing like adult content. There's nothing like, and then look at my own personal life. It was just my personal life that I looked at and said, please make sure our child is not exposed to this or exposed to that. Then I promise them, look, this is not going to happen. So just trust me. And so far, I've been seeing it happen.
All right. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. So now we are getting to. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. I can hear you very clearly. Now we are getting to the final question of the show, and this is to Emanuella. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. So this is for Emanuella. Emanuella, so far in your career, I think spanning over 5 years, what is, like, I mean, the saddest and happiest day for you as a person, as an actress? The happiest and your saddest day?
What is the saddest
And the happiest day as an
What's the
actress and as a
saddest
person?
Yes, what's the saddest?
And happiest, both the happiest and the saddest.
Okay, no, let's start from the saddest first.
Sometimes.
Yes, I remember one time at the airport, yeah? Or at the airport, one time, a woman actually said, look at that ugly girl, and you got to Emanuella so much. I think that event is what inspired a policy we have in things that Emanuella has to go. Somebody has to come talk to Emanuella, and an adult has to be there to make sure that they're not saying something that is going to happen to the child. Because sometimes adults just forget themselves and talk anyhow. Think that they are kids. They are kids. So we are trying to protect kids from even the things that somebody will say to them. Even if you want to know what kind of things to say to them, so that you don't go and it's sad.